final moments of an appointment, and the news for the patient isn't good. Turns out the decay on number 14 is worse than expected, and what was originally just a crown has just turned into a root canal and crown. Now it's going to be a whole different financial conversation. The patient isn't happy about the news of more invasive, expensive treatment. I want you to again think about what it looks like in your practice when that patient is brought up front. Your administrator will have to scramble with the cost, coverage, and scheduling for that root canal and crown, while also dealing with the phone and whoever might be checking in. This is one of those times where you don't want to force the patient into that front desk bottleneck. And we certainly don't want admin to have to spontaneously drop that $2,000 shock on a person who is already feeling the pain. This is where the express handoff comes in. This strategy allows the front desk a few minutes to prepare for that patient dismissal. Quite simply, it's going to make your people up front look good, and your entire team look that much more professional. Most of these diagnoses are going to come out of the hygiene operatory. So at the end of that appointment, maybe in the last 5 minutes when the doctor is finishing up the exam, the hygienist ducks out to the front desk and alerts your administrator. I have Mrs. Jones coming up in a minute. She needs a root canal on number 14 that she hadn't expected. She's concerned about the cost and coverage. Because of that express handoff, admin has a few minutes to swing into action, crafting a treatment plan that clearly defines and estimates the patient portion. If you've done proactive insurance verification, you might already know her exact out-of-pocket cost. You can also be looking to find some priority time for Mrs. Jones in the schedule. Here's the most important part. Instead of simply being the bearer of bad news, the administrator becomes the patient's advocate all the way through that root canal and crown discussion. Having prepared as much as possible, admin can say this when the patient is handed off. Mrs. Jones, I know this is a surprise to you, but I want to make sure you know I'm here to find ways to take care of you and your budget in a way that is most comfortable and makes the most sense for you. Then you can go on to explain the benefits of her coverage. Assure her you're giving her an appointment time that works best for her. You are building that advocacy in one of the most crucial parts of case acceptance, the financial conversation. Best of all, you can use this for each and every appointment. It adds an extra dose of professionalism every time. The key compass points for the express handoff: this is a strategy to give admin advance notice of the patient handoff, especially when relaying a new or difficult diagnosis. Have the hygienist or assistant break away from the operatory in the final minutes of the appointment to brief admin on treatment needs. Admin, use these few minutes to prepare treatment, financial, and scheduling details for the patient, and assure the patient you are there for them as an advocate. When you show you're prepared and you care, that's what drives case acceptance, referrals, and all the pieces that push your practice to the next level.